Hey guys, Guy with the Camera 23 back again with this week's episode of A Film for Every Year of My Life. Last week we had the first film in the year in the new millennium, and this week we're going on to 2001. Now, from what I have a list for honourable mentions, we have a great array of films. Again, yes, today I've gone with a film that's more kind of, got good memories in my mind for me when going to see it at the cinema, and I do believe it was the first film I went to see. I went to see it on my birthday. I think it was my 14th or 15th birthday. No, it wasn't. It was, I think it was the first 12 certificate film that I ever saw in the cinema, I think. And we'll first get to honourable mentions. Sorry, my mind's trailing a bit. Spirited Away, great. Probably my second favourite Studio Ghibli film after Castle in the Sky. Just great. It was the first. Also, it was the first Ghibli or Ghibli film I ever saw at the cinema, and the creativeness that I didn't know existed, really. And Isma Matambien, starring Diego Luna and Gael Garcia Bernal. Again, one of my favourite, possibly my favourite foreign film of all time. Just really, just amazing. American Pie 2, one of my favourite comedies. Definitely my favourite in the now quadrilogy. Bully, the Larry Clark film. That's just got some great performances in it, and just a great kind of story. Donnie Darko, again, this is probably my second favourite of this year, and is one of my favourite indie films of all time. It's just great. Jake Gyllenhaal, it wasn't his first role, but is the role that kind of catapulted him into the mainstream. So that's got just a special place in my heart as well. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, not my favourite Kevin Smith film, but it's got some really good comedy in it. Jeepers Creepers, the horror film, again, really, I remember seeing that for the first time, and I was scared shitless by that ending. It still scares me to this day. Lord of the Rings, I believe, Fellowship of the Ring, again, just an epic film of epic proportions, basically. Mean Machine, a British film starring Vinnie Jones about guys who were in a prison and start a prison football team. Monsters Inc., classic Pixar film, what more can I say? And Mulholland Drive, the David Lynch film that I still don't understand at all to this day. I mean, what is that blue key? I have no idea. Anyway, now we'll get to the main feature. Now it's a comedy film. Again, like I said earlier, it was, I believe, the first 12 certificate film I ever saw in the cinema. I saw it on my birthday with my mum and my brother. It's creative, it's got an amazing cast, it's got a classic comedy movie director who exactly knows how to direct a comedy film. It's just absolute. I wouldn't say it's a classic, but it is a classic in my eyes, because again, I just have great kind of childhood memories of this film, and like I say, it's just really, really funny. It is based on, I don't know if it's based on a direct remake of It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, and it is Rat Race. Now, it might be a surprise to some people, but again, it's just has a kind of good memories for me. Just an amazing cast. Got, reading from the back here, Rowan Atkinson, John Cleese, Whoopi Goldberg, Cuba Gooding Jr., Seth Green, John Lovitz, Breckin Meyer, Catherine the Jimmy, Amy Smart. Just a great comedy cast, and just really, really funny men and women. And I know that this was the first ever film to feature 2 African American Oscar winners, so that's a claim to fame for it. Again, I just love just the zaniness of it. I mean, it's directed by Jerry Zucker, who's an absolute master in directing comedy films. Just squeezing that little bit more of comedy out of every scene. Just great. Basically, the plot is John Cleese, who is a kind of an eccentric millionaire who hides. $1 million? No, it's not $1 million. It's however many millions of dollars in a locker in Silver City, New Mexico, and they're in Las Vegas, and they have to, by any means necessary, they all have a key, and by any means necessary they have to get to Silver City, New Mexico, and to open this locker that has all the money in it. and kind of each kind of family, or kind of, no, it's mainly families, kind of each like team has to get there before the other team does, and just crazy shit starts happening. And cows get tied to the end of hot air balloons, and cars get ridden up a what do you call it, a kind of a radar tower. It's just crazy stuff. And it kind of, well, for me, for not seeing a 12 certificate film before, it kind of pushed the boundaries. It kind of pushed the boundaries to what I'd seen in films before. And again, I don't know if it's kind of a direct, or they class it as a direct remake of Mad Mad World, but it has basically the same plot. People get into a place before other people do. But again, just great memories of this for me. Just really funny film. It's not going to be for everyone, but for the fan of just kind of, if you just kind of like sit back, kind of class it for what it is, just a crazy comedy, not a spoof movie, but kind of just a crazy comedy movie, you're going to enjoy it a lot more. If you're going to go into it like thinking it's like not really thinking it's like a serious, well, what is a serious comedy? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But if you go into it thinking a certain way and it's not that, you're not really going to enjoy it. But go into it for what it is, and I think you'll enjoy it. So yes, that has been this week's A Film for Every Year of My Life, and that has been 2001. I'm not sure if I actually mentioned that in the beginning, but yeah, that's been 2001, and another one next week will be 2002. So yeah, look out for another one of these next week. And yeah, that's basically it. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.